Hello everybody, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I've got to set up my laptop so I can monitor chat. And that routine is just a little bit different on my end. I'm having to wait just a little bit longer before I start talking, because I have noticed that in some of my live streams, for whatever reason, it's not recording the audio when I start talking. Sometimes I've said 2 or 3 words already before you ever, but you can see the video, but you can't hear me talking. So it's kind of weird. Anyway, I got that taken care of. Now, I do have to do a couple things because things are different here. So as I get, like I have the ability to move things and a new configuration on where I have things sitting and all that stuff, I do all that. Let me turn my light back off. Now we're in the dark. Yeah, that's good. I think I'm going to turn the kitchen light on. I don't really have to, but yeah, I kind of like that better. A little bit of light. A lot of the times I don't use that light. I don't use any light. Just whatever light it is, it's produced by the TV. But, well, hello. Welcome to the live stream. As you can see, we haven't even gone inside the game yet. Let's go. I've just been getting everything set up. All right, here we go. Now we're just going to be picking up in this one where we left off in the last live stream. I had to leave. My daughter came and picked me up. I had things I had to take care of. There we go. Now, so I kind of got to refresh my memory of where we're at. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to go through the equipment right quick. See, we have everything sitting up here, so we're still harvesting as far as I can remember. Let's find the harvester. Yeah, we stopped right here. We just stopped and left it sit. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to go right back here and just continue with what we're working on. It'll take me a minute to get into it. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Just getting started for this one. Oops. I typed out a message for the chat and then I never even entered it. So we're going to get this big field planted today, this one up here is what we're working on. We're going to get it replanted, and then we'll see where we're at. It all depends on how I feel. Maybe we'll find some contracts to do or something. But the main objective is just to get this replanted with soybeans. This is our main soybean field. I hope my microphone volume and all that's okay with everybody. Nobody's ever left me a comment telling me I need to change anything, so I will assume it's satisfactory. When I watch my own videos after they're posted, it seems pretty good to me. I actually kind of like watching my own videos. I appreciate everybody who watches. It's more fun when there are people watching. Uh-oh, I see somebody just came in the chat. Oh, sounds good to you. Good. Thank you for that input. And you don't have to call me sir. But I do appreciate that input. So how you doing, C. Woody? C. Woody Gaming. Oh, I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just decided to get on here and live stream for a while there a few minutes ago. Probably haven't been, yeah, actually I've only been on here about 7 minutes tonight, just getting started. We're just mainly going to be harvesting this field and then getting it replanted with soybeans on this stream. That's our main goal. We get our truck. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you did. I'm still getting used to doing live streaming. I've been doing it for a little bit, but oh yeah, I agree. There's so many different techniques and different playing methods and styles and stuff like that. Yeah, I like watching other people play. I can just leave that truck sit right there. Do you do any live streaming? Oh, okay. Yeah, I made some videos, just regular gaming videos when I was first kind of learning how to do all this stuff. And then my son-in-law was telling me about live streaming with the PlayStation, and he showed me how to do all that. So I've been doing that. Still getting familiar with it though, getting comfortable with being on a microphone and stuff. Yeah, you know, you actually have like 3 different environments. Because you have the chat room part of it. Well, what's weird about it is, like I was saying, there's the chat room part of it, but then there are people who do watch the live stream, but they don't have access to chat. And then there's times when there's nobody watching or in chat, so then I have to remember there's still an audience for the future who just watch it after it's posted as a video. So I have to keep track of who am I talking to. But yeah, I think live streaming is fun. I want to be able to live stream like from my cell phone too, but I still need a few more subscribers for that part of it. But at least I can do live streaming through the PlayStation for now. I made a few back when I first started learning about the game and really how to use PlayStation to make videos and stuff. But I made a few, and then I deleted them because I kind of learned how to do them, but I found it difficult because PlayStation limits the length of your videos you can record. I don't know if Xbox does or not, but I know that PlayStation does. And sometimes I had to stop a video when I really wasn't ready to stop a video because it wasn't the right place. But, oh well, it is what it is. But live streaming, I can live stream for as long as I want to. And I can stop at whatever point is the right place to stop at. So what other kind of games do you play? This is about the only one I play. Yeah, I play this game. Sometimes some of my live streams have been 6 hours, stuff like that. I don't normally play for a long time, but I do on this game because I can put the controller down, because I can hire the helper, just like now. I just let the helper do most of the work. I just, have it do what I want, where I want it done. But most of the time I have the controller sitting down, and that's the kind of game I like to play, so. Oh, okay. I don't think I've played those games before. I can't play fighting games and stuff like that because I have arthritis in my hands. This game's perfect for me. Just like I was saying, I can set the controller down and just let the game play, but you can do that with sporting games too. I want to try to get some sporting games and give those a shot. Yeah, I've never been able to play any kind of games on PC, so I just don't have no experience to compare it with. I've never had an Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and you know the earlier stuff, Atari and all that, but mostly PlayStation. I just about wasted this whole trip coming down this way just to do that little tiny pathway. Oh, you're in Florida. I'm just about 10 hours north. I used to live in Daytona Beach. But anyway, yep, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. I'll return it. Thank you. Well, we've got a new subscriber. That's awesome. Yep, that is awesome. That gets us one closer. Now sometimes that helper will back down towards that creek, and then it'll just say, okay, I'm done. And it's always like, no, you're not. You can look out the front window right there. It's just right in front of your face and see all that work you still have to do. I don't know why he quits, but he quits. Oh. Mr. Slow. How do we do that? Huh. See what I was talking about? Just was talking about that very thing. It'll say it's done, and it's not done. It's right there where he's supposed to start working, and he stops. Just waiting for the pipe to come out. I like to avoid that dust, all that dust if I can. Pull it up into the radiator of the truck. our maintenance is good on the truck also. Now we can just sit there. Oh, I'm anxious to see how much money we're going to make. Let's see, well, that's working there. Let's look and see where we can sell this at. Too bad I can't see better than I can. Oh my goodness. I got to get up and walk over to the TV. I can't even see what it says. At the grain elevator, 65.90. So we're pretty close. Right now it's grain elevator. So that's probably where we'll take it. But there's not a big difference. I know one thing, we'll get back up over the $1 million mark again. That's for sure. I won't be able to read it and see how much over. I'll have to get up and go look at the TV. I can't even read how much there is in there now. Hello, welcome to the live stream, or welcome back, whichever the case may be. Still working on harvesting this field, but we're almost done, right at the end of it now. See, he left some down there. I thought he did. I'm going to have to check. It looks like he's left some spots, maybe all the way down through here. I'll have to figure out what's going on. Hello everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, Rusty Money, hello. How are you? Rusty Money, you still there? Oh, okay, hey. Oh, okay. I just started live streaming about half an hour ago, maybe a little bit longer. I'm going to try to work this field. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. My last field, well, it's probably going to be the only field I work on today. I'm going to replant it, get it replanted with soybeans. Hey Jordan, good to see you. All right, awesome. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay. Jordan, you play this game? Hey, what release did you guys start playing on? I started with FS19. What did you guys start with? I can't tell if there's any spots where he left anything down here. I don't think there is. I think maybe I got all of them. All right, we finished with the harvester. Okay, yeah, I started on FS19, uh, already waiting for FS22 to release. I gotta remember where I left the trailer, but I think I left it all the way down here. But yeah, I started on FS19 a few months before FS22 was released, just so I could get familiar with the game. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Almost crashed into it. Let's see, which way did I have it parked though? I can't tell. Oh, this way. Trying to get this lined up. Are you guys planning on buying FS25? Are you waiting for that? Just a couple of months from now. Okay, I've not played the FS23. I've not played on that one, but I'm waiting for FS25. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, we're finished with, well, we're not finished with the harvester. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let's just back up right here for a minute. Yeah, me too. As soon as it's released, I'm looking forward to it. Whoops. Okay. Empty our harvester. I almost forgot to do that. We're going to go sell some soybeans and see how much money we make. So we're just going to take them to the... I'm playing on PS5. Okay, let's see. I can just sit there. Let's go salvage and see how much money we make. And then we'll get this. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I do also. All my content is through Share Factory. A PS5. Okay, now we're going to go sell this. We could have sold it right there, but we'll get just a little bit more for it if we go over to a grain elevator. Let me see. Xbox, okay? And Switch. I've not played on Xbox before, or Switch actually. Let's see. What's y'all's favorite map? If I can keep them crashing too many times. Always wrecked his truck. Goes too fast. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Challenges in the farming simulator community. That's interesting. I've seen some people with, like self-imposed rules for how they play the game. I play it in easy mode, as easy as possible, but I do try to play at least somewhat realistically. And like for example, even though I have the settings for periodic plowing turned off, I still do periodic plowing, stuff like that. So, but yeah, my style is I have it all just set to easy because I just want to have fun. Let's see how much money we make on this stuff. Whoops. Oh, okay. How much money did we make? I can't even read that. What does that say? $360,000. That's not as much as I thought it would be. $350,000. Yeah, I never played on Ravensport. I've seen a lot of videos of Ravensport. It looks pretty cool. But I never started playing on that one. I like, this is Hillibee Creek. Not my favorite map. I think at least one of my favorites is Elm Creek. I also like No Man's Land, and I like Elm Creek. But I think my favorite for creating fields, let's put it that way, my favorite map so far for creating fields is Calmlands. My favorite map so far, as far as doing ready-made production chain, is Elm Creek. And then I just was looking for something. I was looking through the mods, through the map section, and I saw this one. I got this one just because of the name of it. Because I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly, and this is Hillibee Creek. So I thought, well, that name is fitting. Okay, so we don't really need the truck anymore. We might as well go park it, because I don't need it. And then we'll just fast travel. We gotta fertilize next. But if I remember correctly, all the equipment is already over there. Sorry guys, I had to look in one direction to see what I'm doing on the game. I have to look in a completely different direction to see my laptop so I can see what's going on in chat. I'm trying to keep up though. Okay, so that's okay like that. Where's our fertilizer spreader going? Oh, I think I see it. There it is. I don't need to worry about the, let's see what we're doing here, how we're going to start this. Let's see what we got going here. Well, I don't need to be that close. Okay. I've seen a couple of videos on a couple of those. I haven't played on those maps, but I have seen some videos, YouTube videos on those maps. Some maps I'm not familiar with. I haven't even seen videos on them. But, all right, well, let's see if we can't get something started here. All right, we got a helper putting down some fertilizer. I'll have to help him out because he's going to end up out in that creek. Actually, I'm just going to stop it right there, back it up, start. I'm going to drive it myself a little bit. I got to get away from the water. Then I can let the helper do it. We definitely need the helper, or we will run out of fertilizer. I'm just wanting to get us up away from the creek. This gives the helper space to be able to turn around. I appreciate all you guys that are watching, by the way, just to let you know. I kind of got to keep an eye on the game action here for a second, guys, because I'm actually driving this myself, so it's hard for me to watch what's happening in chat. But I'll be right back on chat here in a minute. Yeah, I think Elm Creek is a Giants map, isn't it? Isn't Elm Creek one of the Giants maps? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now I can just let this guy run for a little bit. Had to get it to a point where I could let it go by itself. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking Elm Creek was done by Giants. So I guess right now that my favorite Giants map would be Elm Creek, and my favorite modded map would be Calmlands. Of course, I play with like all my favorite modded stuff on all the maps, like my favorite silos and stuff like that. I guess everybody has their favorites they like to use, but I end up using my favorites on all the maps I play on. I don't try new things. I like the Vultra. All right, you've got more hours spent. This is my favorite tractor. This is my favorite tractor, this purple one, the Vultra. And I use different setups as far as like the wheels and stuff like that, and whether it's got duals on it or whatever. But the Vultra, and the purple is my favorite color, so I always have to have myself a purple Vultra. Where's my, well, there he is. I gotta keep track of where this guy's at. Now there are other tractors and stuff I use too. I'm still using like for the most part, what I started with. I have bought some other stuff. So, but I like the harvester. It's the original harvester I started the game with and stuff like that. So I haven't done a lot of upgrading yet, because one of the first things I like to do is get my loan paid off. I took out a $500,000 loan so I could, buy my silos and stuff like that, the ones I wanted. Cause I like making pretty big fields out of stuff that I can. Anyway, I like to get that loan paid off as quick as I can. So everything in the beginning of the game is always based on just getting that loan paid off. Really, I get some things just that's going to make the game easier as far as how I like to play. Now other people would, let's see, let's go catch this area up here. Sorry guys. I don't want to ignore anybody, but I do have to. Looks like I skipped something down here too. I better go catch it. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not sure why it said message retracted, but it says message retracted. Oh, I know what I needed to do. I needed to do this right here. All right, we'll have fertilizing done here before too much longer. I'm not going to worry about that one little tiny spot. Normally I would. Oh, and New Holland, okay. I have used those a lot. Well, not a lot. I have used them a decent amount. I like them too. I'm not familiar with the names of stuff. Like I couldn't tell you what model of Valtra that I like. I just like using that particular one, so I know where to look for it. But yeah, there are definitely certain things that I like better than I do others. Yeah, I use mods. Oh, okay, Jordan. Yeah, I did not grow up on a farm. I've never been around farms and stuff like that. So I actually am learning a lot about stuff playing this game. But it does hinder me like from playing like if I wanted to be like totally realistic, that would be difficult just because I don't know. I don't have the information, the knowledge of farming enough to know to be totally accurate about stuff. I'm not a total stranger to what a farm is about. I had uncles, cousins who lived on farms, but I did not. So I don't know that much about equipment and brand names and stuff like that. I can't even tell you for sure, I mean, like, why I like these Vulture tractors. I don't really know why. I just know I do. I need to get this fertilizing done. Okay. A cattle farm. All right. And hogs. I mean, that's cool. Now, I know I had an uncle who had a few head of cattle, not very many, maybe 4 or 5. And then maybe had, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 pigs. I couldn't tell you whether they were sows or boars or what they were, but I'm going to go get that one. We are about ready to start cultivating. I think that's everything. Yep. All right, let's get out of here. We can start cultivating. Central Missouri. All right. Well, I grew up in that part of the country, in the same neighborhood, so to speak, of that country, because I grew up in Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma. Let's see, I want to put the pipe in on that guy. And then we want to this is the guy we want next right here. Mr. Cultivator. We're going to start way back here though. Now this is, we could do multitasking. And I'm sure there may be times when I will do multitasking on this field and maybe one of our other fields that are bigger. I got to try to, I have to kind of line this up way out here like this, just because it's hard to guess exactly where the other edge is at. So let's start about right here and see what happens. I used to always go to the fair, the local fair. I live in the coal fields of Southwest Virginia. And we used to, I would go to the fair when it was closing at the end of the fair and help pull all the cables and roll all the cables back up and all that stuff. I could make some pretty good money doing that. Wow, that's a lot of cattle. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your service as a police officer. Oops, back on up, buddy. Start where you're supposed to. Alright, now we can have the helper run for a little bit. I can set that controller down. It's always nice to be able to set that controller down. Jordan, why does it keep deleting your messages? Oh, for a case dealership. All right, cool. Jordan, some of your messages are being retracted. I don't know what that means. You've taken over the hay operation? Look out. Oh. Oh, okay. I was just wondering. I was thinking to myself, I hadn't seen anything typed in there that shouldn't be in there or anything like that, so I try to run a pretty clean channel. Well, I don't try to, I do, because I don't use bad language myself when I'm the only one on the microphone, so. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing that for me. I'm trying to get up to 50 so I can do live streams with my cell phone also. And if you subscribe, it will give me the option to subscribe to your channels as well. Here in a minute, I'm going to have to help this guy out. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like that saying there, Rusty Money. Well, that wasn't for me to say, Mr. Rusty Money. Always have to keep an eye on these guys because they don't like to start in the correct spot. I always end up having to fire somebody, back them up, pull them forward, and fire somebody else. Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that, and I keep, every time I want to go check out Discord, take a look at it, because I don't know anything about it. But every time I go to do it, I forget what it's called. And what's the other one? Patreon. That keeps popping in my head, and it's like, no, it's not Patreon. It wasn't that. What's the other one? And I always forget. Discord. I need to write that down, actually. Is what I should do. Now I'm going to have to help this guy right here around this thing for a minute. So I'm not going to be able to look at the chat for a second. Because I've got to help this guy. He can't figure out what he's doing on his own. So I'm just going to help him out right quick. Do a couple things for him. And then he'll be good to go. I just got to kind of cut in this outline right here, guys. Just to help the helper out a little bit, because they have a hard time, they can't work around this thing. And it respawns right here. I was able to move it out of the way once, but it respawns, so there's no point. So I just put the grass back with the landscape painter. I can't use the sculptor that good. Well, I can't use it at all. I cannot lower the terrain or anything. I mess it up every time. Here we go. All right. Now we got him back to work again on his own. I have had other people come in the room and tell me about Discord. Like I said, every time I think about going to it and checking it out, I forget what it's called, and I keep thinking of Patreon, but I know Patreon is not the right one. I keep forgetting Discord. Like I said, I need to write that down. Well, for me, it's the only game I've played for quite a while now. I do want to play some sporting games, though, just to have a little bit of a variety on my channel. So I want to try it out anyway. But yeah, this is the main game I play. It's the only game I play right now. But I would like to try some like football games and stuff. Games that I can set up to play, you know, the AI play against the AI. We used to always just call it computer versus computer, but now it's AI versus AI, I guess. But where I can set it up to where I don't have to do anything. I would just sit back with everybody else and watch the game unfold. I have one game I can do that with right now. It's what is it? WWE 2K22 or something like that. I think it's 22, maybe. I know it's not the new one. It's a couple of years. I've had it for a couple of years, so 22 probably. Yeah. Well, I don't ever suspect that I'm going to be like a big channel or anything like that, but because I like doing other kinds of videos too. But all my live streaming right now is all gaming, and most of it has been this game. I did Planet Coaster, and I built a complete park in Planet Coaster, but I used up all the memory that was available for that game, you know, just building one like average kind of park. So yeah, that NC what is it, the CF college football that's that NCAA college football 25, I think is the one. Yeah, see, there's basketball too. So I kind of want to try out some of those different sporting things like that to see if I can just kind of, I don't know if I can make it work or not. You know, I think they have to be presented the right way to be successful. But I think there's people that do like those kind of games. I do. I just can't play them anymore because I've got too much arthritis in my hands. Yeah, racing games, the Wreckfest, yeah. I have, I don't think I have Wreckfest 2. No, because I don't think, yeah, Wreckfest 2 hasn't come out yet. So I have Wreckfest. I can't really play it though, it just makes my hands hurt too much. That's why I play this game, honestly. That's what attracted me to this game. I was watching this guy called Daggerwin. I know if you guys play this game, you're familiar with his channel too, Daggerwin. There's a bunch of guys, but anyway, he was the first guy I was watching play. And he was playing on No Man's Land, doing like a vintage challenge or something like that. Ooh, fishing videos. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, I bet you live in a good place for it too. I bet you do. I wanted to be able to do that, but there's stuff I'd like to be able to make videos of. I just like, for some stuff you need somebody to hold the camera for you. It's hard to do everything. It has to be a selfie or it has to be on a tripod. It makes it more difficult trying to set things up, because even like, if you guys have looked at any of my just regular videos that I make of stuff that I'm doing, I have to turn the camera on, then I have to walk around it, and then when I'm done I have to walk back around it and turn it off. Yeah, Farmer Cop. I didn't know if he might be a personal friend of yours or not, Rusty Money, but he's one of them I was going to mention, Farmer Cop. Because I've learned a whole lot about this game from Farmer Cop's tutorial videos. But Daggerwin is the one that first got me interested in playing this game. And then, yeah, Dojo Ham. Yeah, I like a lot of his stuff too. There's a bunch of guys, a lot of people play this game. But I'm not one of the go-to guys if you're looking for how-to. I like to explain what I'm doing at times, but at this point I've already done that, so I don't need to explain it from anybody. The squad. Okay, I've not heard of the squad. Or at least not necessarily in a positive way. Well, I think that's really cool, yeah. No, man, I'm glad you're here. This is the first time I've actually had two people in the chat room at the same time. And they were communicating one with the other. Because that's really what I'm trying to accomplish. Now I'll tell you what. See, Farmer Cop or one of those guys showed up in my chat, I would be like, what? Because I don't know those guys, you know. To me, they're like the kings of YouTube gaming, especially this game. But they might like taking a break sometimes and checking out what other people are doing also. I don't know those people. I know I like checking it out, and I see some stuff other people are doing, and I'm like, okay, I want to try to learn how to do that. I want to try to do that. Now that would be, I think, would be a real big attention grabber, you know? Yeah, that's true. You're right, Rusty. I like that idea, Jordan, of baseball videos. So what kind of team... Sorry guys, I'm just letting this cultivator run, and I'm just trying to keep an eye on it. That's how I normally play this game anyway. That's why I like live streaming in real time, so I can chat with people in the chat room. I don't want to ignore people who are watching who cannot participate in the chat though, so I want you guys to know I appreciate you watching too. I don't want to forget about you guys, or you guys who watch this later on when it's posted as a video after the live stream's over. Thank you very much. But my main whole thing about live stream is being able to chat with people. I've never... Oops, I've got an alarm going off, guys. I gotta find it and get it turned off. Just bear with me. You might hear it. Nope, I got it. Sorry, guys. I set an alarm because normally I start my live streams around midnight, my time, which is Eastern time, USA. But today I started early. Because sometimes I can tell I'm going to be too tired if I wait. But I do generally try to start around midnight. Yeah, now I've never really seen much from Alien Jim as far as videos and stuff like that. His map is the first map I ever played on. It's the only map I ever played on in FS19. And then in FS22, I started out on his map because it was the only map I knew of. Your school starts next Tuesday. Well, school here already started. My grandkids are already in school, all of them. Well, I would tell you, make the most of that schooling. Learn as much as you can learn. Oh, okay. Man, I'm feeling a little bit old. My youngest has kids in high school. Hey, good for him. Or her, sorry. Well, teaching is a good industry because there's always going to be a call for teachers. Always going to be a demand for teachers. Well, that's good. Yeah, teaching is always going to be, yeah. Teachers are always going to be needed. It's a high demand occupation. Oh, okay. See, that's something else. Always going to be a need for those kind of skills and abilities. I was a tractor trailer driver over the road for a while, and in those days I did wish I had a diesel mechanics background. And I still think it'd be fun to like own a rig as an owner-operator and take periodic trips. So if I was wealthy enough, we'll put it that way, if I was wealthy enough, I would buy a tractor trailer and I would take periodic jobs. Just someplace I wanted to go to on vacation. Well, I'm kind of like that too, Rusty, because, you know, I'm 65. But I started this channel because I retired due to COVID-19. I had to retire early. So I started this channel and I found I just never did much because I wanted to make videos of stuff I got into, but things didn't work out where I was living the way I thought they were going to at my former residence. So I thought I was going to have a workshop and stuff like that. So it didn't work out. There were other people that lived there, all family members, but they didn't like being on camera and stuff like that. So I'd be very selective as to when I could actually make videos and stuff like that. Hello to the new people who are watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. I noticed a couple of new people had come in. I just want to make sure everybody gets greeted, feels welcome. So yeah, you're right, Rusty. Got to enjoy it. So now that I have my own place, my own apartment, I can stay up all night, and it's funny because, like, I think to myself, you know, my parents always told me, you'll never be able to make a living playing video games. Well, there are people who make a living playing video games today. I'm not one of them, but there are people who can do that, who have managed to be able to do that. Hats off to them. My parents were wrong. Hey, thank you, Rusty Money. Thank you. Alright, what's this guy doing now? He better back up to where he's supposed to be. I gotta start paying attention. Oh, back up, buddy. I gotta start paying attention to what's happening here. Oh, that's why he didn't back up. Oh. I didn't even see that fence. Still in the way. What? Come on. That's bad. What are you doing? Oh no. Yeah. My main goal is not to be monetized or anything like that. Just to have fun. I just want to have fun. And if it has good results, then hey, good for me. I got to get this square and work around. I'm just going to catch this right here, guys. There we go. Now let's see if this guy can figure things out for himself. Yeah, it does take a lot of time. I can tell you that, Rusty, that's for sure. I'm just doing it to have fun. But for this purpose right here, so I can chat with people, I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun. Yeah, I pay a lot of attention to what's going on. Yeah, I very, very, very rarely will let anything skip. Like I said earlier, I'm not totally realistic, but yeah, I like for things to be completed. I don't like to leave things undone. Alright, we've been streaming for an hour and a half, guys. 94 minutes. Now let's see how well this guy handles this fence up here. Actually, I'm not gonna let him handle that fence. What am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back up. Let's start again. Right up here. Right up here. Let's see how this works out. Try this again right here. Yeah, I am actually streaming from my living room as well. And I have my laptop just sitting on the edge of the couch right now so I can monitor chat on my laptop. Now it is showing me some of the chat up on the TV screen, which it is supposed to do that, but it's not always accurate. Let's see. I'm just going to leave that right there. I need to leave that right there. Let's go up this way. I used to have to do all my live streaming from my bedroom in the other house where I lived. But now I can live stream from my living room. Oh, I have never done any hay baling. My older brother did. He has, I remember he has gone in the summertime and helped my uncle do some baling, but I never did. Yes, sir, 5:30 will be here before you know it. Thanks for stopping by, Rusty. I appreciate it very much, man. All right, sleep well, man. God bless you. Jordan, are you still here? Uh-oh, I got a tractor in the way. Wow, that's a lot of hay bales. That is a lot of hay bales, Jordan. I'm just going right there, guys. I could have got out and moved that tractor right there, but I decided I would rather just not. Now we can do it this way. Yep, just like this. There we go. Get him back to work. Yeah, see, that's one thing about not having experience on an actual farm. It makes this game a little bit different because it's like how do you play really realistically when you don't know what that is actually? Well, how many cuttings do you get each year, each growing season? Well, how many cuttings did you say the first cutting? So how many times are you going to be harvesting your field? Like, I mean, how many cuttings are there in a year? 2 cuttings, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. That's something I didn't know. I always just assumed, like as in with other crops, there was only one. So I learned something today. Now we could go ahead and start the planter and start putting soybeans down while we use the seeder on this field. But I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah, I try to play, I play on real time and I just ride along with the helper. I don't play the game. You know, I use the helper as much as possible, but I actually do try to play. Now, I was just talking about doing like a multitasking, because this is a perfect field to go ahead and start like a seeder or a planter, have them start planting crop. And I will do that a lot. I'm not going to do that tonight because I feel pretty good. I'm not really tired. But if I'm tired, I will go ahead and put that second helper to work, and he'll start planting right behind us. But I'm not going to do that tonight because I want the live stream to last a little longer, because I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not really feeling too tired yet. It's been an exciting evening, to be honest. Chat's been busy, people been watching, so that's been really nice. And I haven't had to help the helper out a whole lot. Some I have, but not a lot. Multitasking. I had one field on, well, I've had a couple of different fields. I had a couple of fields on calm lands, and I was doing everything at the same time in the same field. I was harvesting, I was doing first round of fertilizer, I was cultivating, I was planting, and I was doing a second layer of fertilizer, all at the same time, one vehicle after another coming across the field. It looked really cool. But it took a lot to keep up with everybody and what they were doing too, so I decided to stop doing that. But I do like to multitask, cultivating And I like to sometimes start the cedar out and get it going. But like I said, as long as I feel good, I'm not really tired, then I don't multitask. I'll just do it like this. I'll do one operation and then I do the next operation. And I just move the camera around so we don't get too bored while we're following along. But I just ride along. I do more riding along than anything else. Sometimes I'll have to do like a headland row around the outside edge of the field and stuff like that, but the perimeter, I will do that kind of stuff, but not a lot. If it's a small field, I'll do it myself, but a lot of times I tell myself I'm going to put a headland row around the field and then I don't. Sometimes I do on this field. This time I did not. I just didn't feel like doing it this time. Whoops. Gotta be careful. About knocked my laptop off the couch. Let's see, where's our cedar? That's not our cedar. That's not our cedar. Where is our cedar? See, that's a planter, but we could use it. Let me see though. Let's look at something. Let's go to the garage. Let's look at planters. And what is the working width on that thing? Let me look right here. What is the working width? Okay, 6 meters. And I think the working width on this one is also 6 meters. I look over at my laptop, it's sitting closer to me, I can actually see it better. Yeah, both 6 meters, so it doesn't matter, we'll just use this one. Where are we at though? I'm not going to start it yet. There's a part of me that wants to. But I'm going to wait. But we are going to start down here when we do start, so we'll just go ahead and position ourselves down this way. I'm trying to just kind of like figure out kind of like what might be the right line to be on. Maybe about like that, something like that maybe. Oh, we can always fix it later. We can always fix it later. There we go. Still here, Jordan? Oh. Polka. How's it going, Polka? Okay. Just checking, Jordan. Well, I'm going to turn my air conditioner on here in a few minutes, guys. Yeah, let me get up and turn my air conditioner on. Oh, boy. Okay, Jordan, yeah, you're welcome to hang out, man. Until I get done. Until I get done with this field. I would say by then I'll be tired enough that I won't want to continue. It'll be a good stopping point, but so I'm assuming it's going to be another couple hours anyway before I'm done. Maybe another 3 hours. That's what I'm guessing. Around 3 hours. Maybe 2.5, I don't know. I could speed it up because I have a planter and a seeder. I could use both of them to plant soybeans, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use one. But yeah, it'd be cool having somebody hang out. Won't be much longer. We'll be connecting this side with the other side that we already cultivated. Well, I don't know who Polka is. Polka. Sorry guys, that guy did not start in the right spot, and I had just picked up a drink of Coke Zero and it messes up, and I was like, that figures. As soon as I pick something up to take a drink, it messes up. There we go. Now I'll try this again. I had to set my drink down so I didn't spill it. I didn't want to let that guy get way started. Now we're going to be buying those fields. Sorry guys, I did not have time to mute the microphone. Wow, that caught me by surprise. Now we'll have to start paying attention to what's happening up here. We may need to reposition this cultivator just so we can connect the two sides, but we'll see what happens. See, I probably need to do a little bit. I need to do a headland row. Is what I really need to do, is a headland row all the way around. You see that left just a little bit right there that it didn't do. So we have to catch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing this around right here. Let's swing this around. So I don't mean to ignore chat, but I just can't look at chat right now. Now let's see what's going on here. I do not own the buildings. I do own the land around it. But I cannot remove the buildings. I cannot remove the right here's where we're at. And I can't do it with stuff I own over here either. I own there's a bunch of houses, like right here. I own all the land, but I cannot delete the houses and stuff. I tried. I can delete fences. I was able to delete some of the fences, but I cannot get rid of the buildings, even though I own the land. Yeah, we own a pretty good chunk of the map as far as the farmable part. We own quite a bit of it. I mean, there's quite a bit up here, but a lot of this up here is forestry. This is all forestry over here. All this is forestry. Woo, look at all that. If we wanted to become forestry people. So we still have a little bit of farm area to buy. But that looks pretty big. Oh, that's all forestry over there too. Oh my goodness. We don't have that many plots of land left. That's forestry there. I'm going to end up having to learn forestry. Jordan, do you do forestry on this map? Or on this game? Not this map necessarily, but the game. Oh, easy, easy. Yeah, that's how I am. I did some small forestry stuff just with a chainsaw, a tractor, and you know, like one of those forks on the front end that you can grab a log with, and putting them on a truck and stuff like that. But I never did use any of the big forestry equipment and all that kind of stuff. And you actually start out on this map. When you start new farmers, you get this right here. There's 1, 2, and then you've got that tractor right there. Because there's a piece of equipment that's sitting out here someplace unattached that I just dropped off, but I don't know where it's at. But anyway, you do start out with a couple of forestry pieces. I thought that was cool. But I don't know how to use those forestry pieces of equipment. And I keep telling myself I want to learn how to do forestry before FS25 is released. But then every time I get on here, I'm like, I don't know. Now, we are going to reposition this guy right here. And we're ready to go because this is perfect. Yeah, that's what I've always done before. Although I will admit, getting the lightsaber and using a lightsaber was pretty fun too. But yeah, I pretty much always just use a chainsaw. And like I said, I had a fork that would fit on the front of my Valtra tractor, and I would pick up logs with it, put it on a truck. Most of the time I just picked up whatever I could actually pick up and carry and toss them in the back of a truck. But I've been wanting to learn how to do actual logging, but I just can't seem to find the motivation. Because it's right there. All I got to do is just go over there and get in one of those things and start learning how to use it. But I haven't done that yet. Now we can pretty much just let this guy cruise and finish out this field, or at least his task in this field, and then we'll get the planter started, because he will take probably a couple hours, maybe not quite that long. We have been live streaming for over 2 hours now. I don't know exactly what time I started. I didn't pay attention. I just know it tells me on here that it's been 2 hours. It doesn't tell me how much more than that. It's been a little bit more than that. But so far it's been a fun 2 hours. And I do try to be on here a lot around this time, guys. If you find yourselves not busy, you can look and see if I'm on here. I'm not on here, I won't say every night, but I try to be on here as much as I can be. As long as my days aren't busy and I can relax and get some rest during the day, then I actually like doing live streams around this time. Actually, like I said, I had to turn my alarm off earlier. I had my alarm on my cell phone set to go off at 10 minutes till 12, just before midnight. But I decided to start streaming early, because I was kind of feeling okay, and I figured, man, if I wait another 2 hours to get started, then I'm going to get pretty tired by the time we're done, because I knew what we were going to be doing today. But that's okay. So we'll just ride along for a little bit here, guys. Well, we're mostly going to be riding along for the rest of this whole stream. But we shouldn't have to help this guy. He should be able to work pretty good by himself. I'm going to turn my air conditioner back off here in a little bit. Well, I'm using, I make my regular videos using my Samsung Note 10, Note 10 Plus, I guess. And my videos turn out pretty good, I think. Yeah, cell phones take good videos these days. Now, I don't know how to use like editing software and stuff like that, but you have iPhone SE. Yeah, I'm not familiar with iPhone stuff, Apple. I've always ended up being like an Android person. My daughter has a lot of Apple stuff. I have a couple of different editing apps on my cell phone, but I don't really know how to use them. And I almost don't feel like fooling with it. That's why another reason why I like doing live streaming, because it just is what it is. Now I like watching some of like the FS content creators, where they use like time lapses and stuff like that, put music. What happened to my video? Oh. And they make some really cool looking videos when they do those time lapses of like a big field like this, like that guy Daggerwind. If he was doing this right here, it would all be done in a time lapse. But I don't know how to do that kind of stuff, so I decided I'm just going to do mine all real time. And you know, people want to hang out, they can hang out. For however long I feel like playing. Once I get started, I like to kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be doing. So I kind of know like each live stream before I do it, what I'm going to be doing next. But sometimes I don't. Like I don't know what's going to happen after this one. I'll have to figure all that kind of stuff out. May have to spend a couple of live streams just doing like contracts and stuff. I'll have to figure it out. Trying to get things to where each calendar month, in-game calendar month, there is something to do. So I don't have to keep sleeping all the time, because I always sleep. At the beginning of every live stream, well, almost every live stream. This one I did not, because we had already started harvesting, but we didn't finish it. So. But most of the time, I end a live stream when I have finished a particular process. Normally, I have the field completely replanted before I end the live stream. That's what we'll do on this one. We'll get this field replanted. But I'm trying to get it to where, like when I sleep at the beginning of each stream, we sleep until the next day, which is the next month, because I have it set up for 1 day months. Then we'll have enough work to keep us busy to make a decent live stream. That's like, I always have to think about the time factor. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, that's real cool. Yeah, a person ought to have some friends they can get out and do stuff with, as long as they ain't getting out and getting in trouble. I don't get out too much anymore. Every once in a while, my daughter and her husband will come by and pick me up. Oh, come on, buddy, you missed some. Yeah, my daughter came over yesterday and picked me up, and we went to a Lowe's, and I bought a shelving system for one of my closets. Oh, well, that might not be too good. Going out getting into trouble. Yeah. Well, this guy said he's finished. Is he finished? Let's find out. I don't think so. No, he's not. I don't know why he said he's finished. They do this a lot. They pull down the hill, then say, oh, it's too steep, I'll just quit. Somebody else can save the day. All right, there we go. Yeah, I can imagine Friday night football games are probably pretty fun. I was thinking probably this year, maybe next year, I'll start taking like my oldest grandson to Friday night football games. But yeah, I guess you'll have to be warned. Don't be getting in trouble. Hello everybody who's watching that's not able to participate in chat. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys watching. And you are welcome. Yeah, I remember going to Friday night football games before, both as a spectator and a participant, a player. So I am hoping to be able to have some time with my my grandkids doing that kind of stuff too. Oh, you have to be at the game. Why? Okay, I don't understand. Oh, he thought he was done working again. I don't even know that I actually was aware that middle school had football. We didn't have middle school when I was in school. So I don't know as far as like the sports and stuff like that. I don't know how it's all split up. I know we did not have Oh, okay, I got you. I understand now. All right. I believe we just finished cultivating this field. And now we can start planting. Every Thursday, okay. Whoops. Pay attention to where I'm going. I'm just going to park this guy right here. He's ready to go back. He's ready to go back. He is back. Now we have this guy. And I'm hoping I got my alignment correct. Actually, I don't think I do exactly. Maybe like right here. Let's try it, like right here. Unfold it. Well, now with the unfolded, it looks like maybe we can move over just a little bit more. Maybe right on the edge of the dirt, like the grass. Soybeans, okay. I want to make sure that it says soybeans. Yeah, it looks like it does. Okay. Let's get going. There we go. I may end up wishing I put in a headland row around here. And I may have to help out a little bit here or there. We'll see. I'll try to stay away from the railroad tracks. So you have games like in the evening time, like 6, 7 o'clock at night. Let's see, I'm probably going to have to back this guy up. Yeah. Kind of tell where they're going to start work at. Oh, game time is at 5. That's pretty good. Now we can let this guy kind of ride by himself. He'll do a pretty good job, I think. We'll have to help him when we get right over there where those barricades are, though. I'll have to work around that thing for a few minutes myself. And this was originally 3 different fields that we plowed up and put together to make one big field. I want to get it just a little bit away from where that railroad track is. So what I'm going to do No, I'm not going to be able to look at chat for a minute there, Jordan, because I'm going to be driving this thing. So my focus will be over here and not on chat just for a few minutes. I'm going to go around this field one time. I probably didn't have to do it, but I get it moved away from the creek and everything. And Jordan, I'm not ignoring you, but I just can't look at the laptop right now. I'll end up out in the creek. And we're planting. If I was cultivating, I wouldn't mind so much, but when I get back around, I'll do one round myself here. And that'll be about all my hands can stand anyway. After this first time around, my fingers will be so sore. All right, good. Thank you for understanding. I just caught that pop up on my TV screen. Sometimes the messages that are left in chat will pop up on my TV screen. I think they're supposed to, but they don't always do that. I missed a little spot right back there, guys, but I'm not going to worry about it. I generally don't leave spots like that, but getting a little too far away from the edge. And then the turns are too steep. So this over here doesn't really matter because you can pull out off the edge of the field over here. It's not going to hurt nothing, but over by the railroad track and the creek, well, we don't want it getting hit by a train, and it'll pull off down into the creek and then say it's finished when it is not finished. So this headland row might help prevent that. That's what I'm hoping. All I got to do is go around, circle around the house now and back down the other side of the driveway. So we're almost all the way one time around. Not too much more to go. And like I was saying, this is 3 separate fields. Custom field. Oh, caught the edge of that animal pen right there. Hard to see that fence. All right. I think while I'm over here on this side, we will we're going to catch this area right here where these barriers are. We're going to catch this area right here. So it's done already because this guy needs help getting around it. So we're just going to help him. Like this. One more pass right here should have it. Should be able to cover the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, now we can go back up here and start where we were. Now that gives him a little space to work on the edge of the field. That's what we want. A little bit of working space. Oh, you play baseball too? You play baseball, or you just attend the games? Jordan. Yeah, see, that makes me feel just a little bit more comfortable. Got a little bit of cushion. I should do 2 rows, actually, 2 headland rows around that field. But my hand might handle that. First base, okay, cool. Awesome. I think that probably would be the position I would want to play if I played baseball. Catcher might be pretty fun. I've played baseball before, backyard style, nothing organized, not for any kind of team or anything like that, not organized baseball, but just neighborhood, fun stuff. What's the name of your team, Jordan? Oh, I didn't have time to read that one. All right, I got to get up for a minute, guys. Got to turn my air conditioner off. Oh, okay. I got you. So, okay. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. Good for you guys. See, I got to turn my air conditioner off, guys. Oh. Finished in second. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. You guys win trophies? I don't know how they do that stuff anymore these days. You get trophies or like a medal, you know, like the Olympics get a medal around their neck. What is this guy doing? Why is he doing it? What is he doing and why is he doing it? That was crazy. That was crazy. What are you doing? Fire that guy. Fire him. You're fired. Oh, okay. Oh. That's a bummer. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. Huh. It is 1 o'clock in the morning where I live, Jordan. 1 o'clock in the morning. Just turned 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure what time I started the live stream, but it won't be too much longer. We'll have 3 hours, a 3 hour live stream. But yeah, it's just after 1 o'clock in the morning. Ah, look, I just missed it. I was one little row off. Yeah, you're 1 hour, 1 hour behind me. You're there in the central time zone. That's 1 hour time difference. I'm keeping my eye out on the YouTube timer that tells me how long we've been live streaming. Unfortunately, it only tells in hours. Well, for the first 119 minutes, it counts the minutes up to 119, and then it goes to 2 hours, and then it goes 3 hours, 4 hours, and it doesn't tell you how many minutes in between the hours. And I did not look at my clock here at the house before I started the live stream. But it had to be somewhere around, well, I don't know. It might have been closer to, we might be about 2.5 hours live streaming right now, about 2.5 hours, not 3. I was thinking 3, but maybe closer to 2.5. But we've got another hour and a half to go probably. So it's probably going to be 2:30, yeah, probably around 2:30 in the morning, my time, when I'm done. Maybe 3 o'clock, but I'm thinking, yeah, I'm guessing 2:30. It may be less than that too. I don't know. We'll see. I always like to guess and then just see what happens. Now, I've pointed this out in some of my other live streams, but this is the PS5 digital download version of the game. And it has glitches in the audio. I hear the audio glitching. And it's like annoying. Yeah, we will spend most of it just riding along, guys. Oh, wow. Getting up at 3 a.m. for work. Oh, my goodness. I guess you got chores on the farm, though, don't you? Man, that almost sounds like milking the cows kind of work at 3 a.m. But you're welcome to hang out as long as you can, Jordan. You leave whenever you need to. This has been one of the most fun live streams I've done because I've had somebody in the chat room, I think 4 different people. Well, like I said, Jordan, most of the time when I'm live streaming, I'm live streaming around this time of day, this time of night. I usually don't start until around midnight my time, 11 o'clock your time, but sometimes I start a little bit earlier. It all depends on how I feel, but I like to try to be somewhat consistent if I can, so that way people know what time to look for me if they're interested. Oh, I got you. I got you. Now, is the place where your dad works the sponsor for the baseball team you were telling me about? Is that who sponsors your team? Or somebody else, some other business? Oh, okay. I was just curious. I know I have a grandson that plays little league baseball, and his dad is the coach and the sponsor and has to do everything, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's why I was asking. Because like I was saying, my son-in-law is the coach. He's the sponsor. He had to buy the uniforms. He had to do all that stuff. And he's not a business owner. He's a person like your dad who goes to work every day. But he got stuck having to do all this stuff. So, yeah, most of the time, like the sponsor is the person that owns the business and stuff like that. So I was just wondering if maybe your dad was the sponsor. Is your dad one of the coaches? Yeah, it's often that way. The parents end up helping out coaching. I never did do coaching. Okay. So you have a head coach and two assistant coaches. That's pretty good. if you mess up during practice, do they make you run laps around the ball field? Yeah, that figures. That seems to be what I remember how it used to be. I mean, like I said, I didn't play baseball when I went to school, but I knew people who did, and so I played football. I didn't play baseball, but anyway, how's is it fun having your dad as a coach? I'd never had a dad as a coach. You do push-ups. Aha. Yeah, well, I've done plenty of those in my day. Yeah. We had to do those in the Army, too. Yeah, I can't tell you whether I would have liked to have had my dad as a coach, or if I am more glad that he probably wasn't one of my coaches. I guess either way, it's hard to tell how you would like it to be the other way, because if you didn't experience it, you don't know. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you if if you made a mistake during the game, or if you guys lost, if the trip home would seem like it took longer. Because I bet it does. Well, we're getting close. We'll be able to do something up here and then go down and start on the other side. Which is good, moving right along. Boy, this has been a fun live stream. It's actually been the most fun live stream that I've had, that I've done. I've done a few of them. Oh yeah. Jordan, there are deer all over the place where I live. In my yard sometimes. Now I say my yard, but I live in an apartment building, but there will be deer in the yard around the apartment building. So yeah, I live in deer country. It's all national forest property where I live, all around this whole area where I live in the Appalachian Mountains. I know you guys got big deer where you're at too, because I lived in that part of the country before. Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, and they all got deer hunting, all that. So I've never been a deer hunter myself, but yeah, there's deer all over the place where I live. If I can get a picture of one sometime, I'll put it on the community page. You guys should check out the community page and stuff like that. Some of my shorts and stuff. You might like some of those other kind of videos too. I want to try to do stuff other than just the gaming. My PlayStation is the only way I can live stream right now, so my live streaming has to be gaming, but if I get enough subscribers, then I can live stream from my mobile phone too. And that's my goal, is to be able to live stream all kinds of different things, because I have some ideas of different things I want to do. That's pretty good sized deer. I've never shot a deer. I've never been deer hunting. I've had a lot of family members who have. I have a brother who used to go bow hunting in Colorado once a year on a guided hunt, but I just never got into it. Well, that's still pretty good sized deer. Like I say, I've never shot any deer. I've never really been hunting. I've been rabbit hunting. I used to go rabbit hunting with my dad a few times and stuff like that when I was a kid. But as an adult, I never went hunting. I always had other things to do. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, we're getting very close to having to take control and reposition. Did you have it mounted, Jordan? Jordan, did you have it mounted? Oh, cool. That's really cool. Yeah, if I shot one, I'd want to have it mounted. I mean, maybe not everyone. If I was like an avid deer hunter, I probably wouldn't want all of them mounted, but you know, each one in succession is going to be, if you keep like making a trophy out of the biggest one, you keep getting new trophies when you get bigger ones. But that would be pretty cool. All right, now what happened up here? What is this? Why did that not plant that? I didn't even notice it. Well, we'll get it this time. There we go. Wow. I didn't even notice that it had missed that spot. Whoa, easy, easy. So now, one time down and back, and then we'll have to reposition. Well, that's what happens when you get a big one on the first time. Especially if it's like bigger than normal for the area. All right, now we're going to reposition this all the way back down at the other end. Let me just say hello and welcome to those who are watching who are not in the chat. I just want to acknowledge that there are people that do watch that are not participating in chat. I just say thank you to you guys as well, because it's all important to growing a channel. And I'm just learning how to do that kind of stuff. All right, here we go. We're on the other side. So we got stage 1 is completed. Now we got to do stage 2. Oh boy, that just barely did catch. Just perfectly. Oh, okay. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff since I've never been a deer hunter, but if you were able to get a trophy out of it, that's pretty good. A trophy and some bragging rights. Who has the biggest mount, you or your dad? Oh no. Let's see, I need to move this thing back out of the way. Wow, that's pretty cool. You do have bragging rights. All right, now we can just let this guy run until it's time to connect this side with the other side so we can finish it up. And we have been streaming for 3 hours. I'm not exactly sure when we hit the 3-hour mark, but we did hit the 3-hour mark. We're probably looking at another hour to finish this field, which is what I figured, another hour. Now I see by our little gauge over there, I need to remember to do maintenance on this tractor and setup. I'm going to buy another tractor. This is not going to be the main tractor that runs this equipment. I'm just using it for right now. I am going to buy a different tractor. $40. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. I had 35 when I started. So I need 10 more, I believe 10 more, and I can do live streaming from my cell phone. I think that was the only requirement. It said 50 subscribers to do live streams. Now, like I said, we could speed this part of the process up because I have, well, where's the other one? Where is it? Oh, I got the, It's back over at the farm. I got it detached because I got this one attached. But I could get one of the other tractors and hook it to the seeder, because this is the planter, but both the planter and the seeder will do soybeans. So I'm just using the planter this time. But I could bring the seeder over and use it as well and have both of them going at the same time. But I didn't really want to multitask this time. Because one of the things I've pointed out, if you play this game, no matter what mode you start in, whether you start as a new farmer, a farm manager, or start from scratch, the very first time you hire a helper, you become a farm manager. So regardless, you are going to play as a farm manager. So even though I do not start the game out as a farm manager, one of the first things I do is hire a helper and start playing as a farm manager. But I like to start out in new farmer mode. That's generally, I did a start from scratch one time, but I really wanted to get it set to where I had zero in the bank, and it took me forever to buy and sell farming equipment to where I could work that thing down to zero. And you know what I did? You guys may not have used that government subsidy sign, the white one that says government subsidy. I did that. I ended up not liking it at all because I just had so much money. There was no point in playing the game. There's some other things, like right now, I'm actually using a tool. We're going to let this guy run for a second. I want to show you something. Look here. Let's just use that truck. Let's see, where am I? Let's go over here. I want to show you something. If we go, well, we can go right here because we have one over here too. Whoops. Let's go back here. This thing right here is a water distributor. And it's found under silo extensions. But this thing has 1 billion gallons of water in it. 1 billion gallons. Now, it has to be close to the building, whatever you're wanting to supply water to. So I have one here for these greenhouses, and then I have a different one for those greenhouses, for not those, but for those greenhouses up there. I have another set of greenhouses. But this water distributor has 1 billion gallons. I buy it for $5,000, and you can sell it for $120 million if you need to. So there's all kinds of ways to get lots of money real fast in this game. So I wanted to show you that because you can buy that for $5,000 and sell it for $120 million. But I don't play that way. Now, one thing I will do, I'll show you, that I do play with. I told you, I do not use that government subsidy, the white government subsidy sign, but I use a lot of these, subsidized by local municipalities. And I do that because I can justify doing it. See, I have these sections of greenhouses, so I just assume like a different group of people have a set of greenhouses and they rent my land. And then here's chicken coop. It's subsidized by another one. So I can put in these independent uh, subsidies, the local municipality type, and they don't overwhelm me with so much. I'm making so much money because, like that white government subsidy sign, it pays what was it, $8.4 million a month. But if you're playing 1 day months, that's only 1 day. Every game day on the clock is $8,400,000. Well, I just was making way too much money. But then on the green signs, they only pay $8,400 a month, and that's much more realistic as far as like renting out space for beehives or greenhouses. So that's how I play it. I like to do it like that. I can justify those subsidies. Not the white sign though, but just the green signs. I don't use the white one. I did when I first learned about it, but like I said, I ended up with so much money, there was no point in playing the game anymore. That green sign seems to work out pretty good. Well, let's see how much. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Now, I am starting to get a little tired now, guys. I don't mind telling you. But we will get this field planted. We'll finish that. And let me just say hello to everybody who's watching. And not everybody is participating in the chat, so I appreciate all of you. Whether you're able to participate in chat or not, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on my link to my channel. I know there are many, many options, so I do appreciate it, guys. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And we are just about ready to connect this side of the field with the other side of the field. That would be really nice, Jordan. That would be amazing if I could hit that 50 mark. Hey, all I know to do is just keep doing what I'm doing, and eventually I will get there. Now I do have other videos too, guys. Just regular videos. In fact, I just did a video yesterday. I bought a shelving system from Lowe's, and I had to assemble it and install it in my closet, one of my closets. And I made a video of that. That's kind of cool. I made a video of me changing a electrical breaker in a live panel box. It was about 2 inches of water on the floor. That one's interesting. That one could have been disastrous. I may have to help this guy here. Oh, no, looks like he got to the end. Did he get all of it? Nope, he did not. One little patch right there. Well, that didn't seem to do anything either. Now, we should be awful close to connecting these two sides together, getting them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more passes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe 4 passes. And we'll connect this side to the other side. And then we'll be on the home stretch. Oh, look at my damage. Definitely got to take this back and repair it. Oh, this is going to work out really good, I think. The alignment. We'll see, but I think it's going to work out pretty good. It takes a while to kind of get like a pattern established so you know exactly where you want to start each time, where things work out and line up. But I think we're going to be pretty close on this one. All right, this should connect us right. Oh, look at that. That's going to be perfect. That is going to be perfect alignment. Look at that. Wow. Really could not ask for it to be much closer. That's perfect. Really could not have got that any closer. Well, I mean, I guess there is a little bit of room for improvement right there. It could have been slightly closer, but not much. That was a pretty good guess as far as the alignment. Okay, guys, I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm glad the helper didn't decide he was finished with his job before I got back and just let you guys just sit there. I've done that before too. I don't mean to do it, but it has happened. But normally it's because something happens with the helper that I'm not aware of. Thank you very much for the emojis. And for those of you who are watching, who are not in the chat room, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate any support that my channel gets, whether it's somebody watching the live stream or participating in chat or liking, giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment, anything, subscribing, of course. But I appreciate all the support. Yeah, it's doing pretty good this time. There's certain tools that it works better with, I've noticed, but the planter it does pretty good with, about knowing where to start at the beginning of a row. Sometimes they don't because of the angle. Sometimes the angle is too steep, depending on which tool it's using. Like if I was using a plow right now, I'd have to be helping it at the end of every row, just about, depending on the plow I was using. But this piece of equipment, the seeder, seems to work pretty good, but there are times when he'll back off the edge of that hill right there and then say, I'm done. And it's like, no, you are not done. We saw that with the cultivator. The cultivator did it a couple of times. This guy might do it before he's finished. Boy, I keep watching that meter over there that shows how much damage I have. It's like, come on, let's make sure we get this field finished before I get in the red over there. Well, let's see. If this guy gets started in the right spot, I may grab one of our other pieces of equipment and drive it back over to the farm while this guy is making this pass. Yep. Okay. Whoops. All right. We can just take the truck. Let's get it back to the farm. Oh, we are at the farm with the truck. All right. So we'll take this guy back to the farm. And I got to get all this stuff back over there. And hopefully that the planter will do fine long enough for us to run this over there. One thing at a time. Farm's not too far away. Hey, Spence. How's it going? How you doing, Spence? Almost hit that guy. All right. Let's get back up. Whoops. There we go. Get back up here with this guy. Bent, how you doing, man? Well, I wish the chat rooms would tell us when people left the chat room, when they come in and when they go out, because I don't know when people leave. Well, I don't know when people come in either, unless they say something. Yeah, I see you're still here, Jordan. And I appreciate you greeting other people that come in the chat room too. That's how we build a community. We are getting closer to being finished for this one. Awesome. Let's see, what other people? That's already, oh, that's over there. We'll get this back over there. This needs maintenance. I'll have to check my other stuff for maintenance. Well, it should be just about finished by the time I get back over there. I could walk back over there and then we probably would be done. I used to do a lot of that kind of stuff. Running across the map. Because I would run all the way across the map. As opposed to fast traveling. Where's my other? I got to keep an eye on this guy. And then we will get another piece of equipment taken back to the farm. Hopefully by the time this guy's done, we have it all back over there again. And we just have to drive him back over there. As long as he starts in the right spot, then I'm able to do what I need to do. There we go. That should be everything. Yep. Except for the planter. Good. Well, this tractor moves slow like the harvester, 26 miles an hour. This seems like such a long drive with this tractor. It feels like it's longer than it does when you take it with the harvester, even though they're traveling at the same speed. But because the harvester is a bigger piece of equipment, it seems like it moves, it's like, you know, quicker. Where's my other, there we go. Perfect timing. Got back there just at perfect timing. Okay, I don't see anything that was missed. I don't see anything that was missed. Beautiful. Now we definitely got to take this back and do some repairs. Better refill it while we're at it too. We might as well. Alright, now we're going to take us back to the back of the farm. And we'll do our repairs. It doesn't really need fuel, but we will refuel it. Because I think I have the fuel usage set to low. Alright, got those topped off. And then we have free fuel. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but the fertilizer and stuff that we just got out of that little black tower was free. And we get all our stuff for free. Alright. Doesn't matter what the cost is. Woo! Repair. Well, it was more than tractor than anything else that needed repaired, but okay, it's done. So, full of fuel, fully repaired. Park right here for a second. Now let's do this right here. We're going to save the game. It's the first save the entire live stream is at the end of it. Now let's look at the map. There are a couple of small fields right there that are ready for harvesting. There's one there. We are going to harvest this field because we own it. We're going to harvest this field and tie it in with this field. But we're going to do that on the next one, and then we're going to tie this field in with this over here. What is I can't really even see what that is over there. Oh, that might be like where we rent the train. Anyway, that is our future. I like this field. This field, especially once we get this little knob put on this end right here. It's going to be a cool looking field. Looks like it could be a golf course fairway. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I appreciate everybody watching, participating. Jordan, thank you so much for hanging out in the chat. That's been really cool. It's been one of my most funnest live streams because I've had people watching the entire time from the very time it started all the way up until now. And people have been in the chat room. It's been one of my most participating. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jordan. Like I say, when I'm live streaming, I'm usually on here around midnight my time, 11 o'clock at night your time. So look for me. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.